Hey guys, what's up? So today I'm going to do the London tag, which believe me, I've tried to film this numerous amounts of times, but it's just failed because of interruptions, out of focus issues, and just general things like that. So I'm going to film the London tag today, but a bit of a twist to it. I'm going to do the men's edition because in the original one that Lily Pebbles and Viviana Does Makeup created, they did like a few questions in it were like aimed towards like more beauty guru type people on YouTube, but I'm going to change some of the questions, which you'll see the ones that I change because I'll tell you during the video. And I want to just apologise for my voice and my appearance. I don't feel 100%. I am getting just coming out of a cold, I hope. It's over the worst of it. So I've got my iPad here and I'm going to do the questions. So question 1 is your favourite place to have breakfast. I have never had breakfast in London, like in Central before, and I don't generally, apart from if we're on holiday or gone somewhere, if we ever go to the seaside, we go like for the morning and we have it on like one of those cafes on the beach. Well, not on the beach, but on like the prom. But I've never had breakfast in London, so I can't answer this question. It's like most of my tags. Can't answer any of the questions, but I can, I assure you. Question 2 is your favourite Boots or Superdrug. This is one of those questions that I'm going to change, and I'm going to change it to your favourite Primark and H&M. So that's my question. My favourite H&M would be the one on Regent Street. One, because it does menswear and not all of them do. So for example, one of the H&Ms like going towards Marble Arch on Oxford Street, they don't do menswear. I think it's just women's, unless they changed it since I've been in that one. I'm pretty sure they don't do menswear, but that is my favourite H&M because it's big, it's like spacious, and they've got quite a good selection. Favourite Primark, hands down, for London. I know this isn't in Central and it's not as easy to get to, and it has to be Tooting because Tooting Primark is big. It's like 3 floors. It's like no one is ever in there. It's got a massive men's section, and it's just a really good Primark in my opinion because they have loads of stuff. It's so quiet, and it's just really good. I think it's in zone 3 on the tube, so you can get to it on a travel card, and it's just really good in there. So question 3 is another one that I'm going to change. I'm going to change, well, the original question is your favourite beauty haul, but I'm going to change it to favourite place to buy men's clothes or your favourite men's department. So my answer for this will have to be Selfridge's High Street section. Now, at the moment, I'm not sure if this is a permanent thing. They've sort of got a temporary men's High Street section. I know they've got a permanent men's and women's wear High Street section in Selfridge's, but the one at the moment, where it used to be, has now been changed into the world's biggest men's shoe department, but temporary one, I think it might be temporary because they've just got temporary signs up everywhere. It's not the best, but what it used to be was really good. It like had Topman, Uniqlo, Fred Perry, Superdrug, I think, and like an office shoes. So it was all in one place. It was really good, and I just loved it in there. Question 4 is your favourite area for everything. So for this question, I'm going to have to say Regent Street. Not Oxford Street, Regent Street. And sort of Carnaby Street, and I'll tell you for why. On the top end of Regent Street, so going north from Oxford Street, which is still Regent Street, there is a Pizza Express which no one ever goes in, and there's like Eat and Costa and Starbucks all down that road. I'm not sure if there's a Costa actually, but there's an Eat. All my favourite places to get drinks, and Pizza Express, no one ever goes in that one. It's really good. It's like right next to BBC Radio House. It's amazing in there. And then Regent Street, it's like south bit, like going down towards Piccadilly. It's so much quieter than Oxford Street. Once you get, well, it's still busy, but once you step off Oxford Street onto Regent Street, instant quiet. Well, instant less people. And like, you've got H&M, you've got the Apple Store, you've got Gap, you've got all like places that you see on Oxford Street. You've got Zara, which there's so many on Oxford Street. but you've got all of those places that you can find on Oxford Street, but it's quieter. But then you've also got places that you can't find on Oxford Street, and that a bit more. I don't want to say upper class, but it's not. It's in between Oxford Street and then Bond Street as like it's sort of it's not high street. They've got like shops like Michael Kors, but it's more. I don't know how to explain it. But then also the architecture, because Oxford Street's all higgledy-piggledy, and then Regent Street is just like really nice and everything is like the same basically. So I really like it for that. And then Carnaby Street is so much quieter, although it's quite busy. But going on there, it's a lot nicer. You've got a little street, it's pedestrianised, and then you've got like Jack Wills and you've got Muji on that street, which is a lot quieter, not that they're busy anyway. There's an old one outside. I'm filming in front of my window. And then it's sort of more mod on, or 60s, is it 60s or 50s? 50s, 60s, 70s on Carnaby Street, which I like, and you've got Office again and stuff like that. So I really like that area, not Oxford Street, but then I like Covent Garden, but Covent Garden's very touristy with like tourists and then you get all the street performers and stuff. But I love Regent Street. Regent Street is my favourite place to go shopping in London. Question 5 is your favourite park for walks. Mine would be is it Saint? No, it's not. What is that called? Not Green. Is it Green Park? Green Park or St James's? I can't remember. It's opposite Buck Palace, and it's where you can see like the London Eye from a bridge. I can't remember, but I really like that park, even though it's quite touristy again. But I do, and also like for a nice place to sit if it's a nice day, in like the summer, outside, like behind the London Eye is a really nice place just to sit, and you've got the London Eye and you can watch the river sort of, and it's just really nice to sit there. Question 6 is tip for the tube, and to be honest, this is one of my favourite questions. How sad. But one of my tips is, probably everyone does this, but I don't feel like enough people do it because the amount of people that don't do it. When you go onto the platform, like walking onto the platform, look both ways to see which way is the longest, like to the end of the platform, and walk down the bit that is the longest. Go right to the end. The train is going to stop. The platforms are designed to fit the train. So go right to the end, stand there, you will get a seat probably if it's not rush hour. But it's so much quieter. Literally the two carriages at each, like the ends of the train are so much quieter. Why would you stand like directly in the middle? Everyone gets on there. Do not do that, it's so annoying. Go right to the end and stand at the end. Stand like the foot, like on the wall, hold against the wall. Stand there. I always do that. You get if you get a seat, if you don't get a seat, there's like a lot more chances that you'll get a seat. Plus, there's more standing space in the middle, so you can stand. And also another tip is where if it ever says mind the gap, that is where the doors will be on the train. Stand there, you'll get on the train. Also, something that annoys me, if you're getting off the tube and don't people trying to get on before I get off, no, don't do that. I get off first, then you'll get on. There's not like you're gonna miss it. They'll hold the train, they do that sometimes, but really, there'll be another train in 2 minutes. Wait, do not run for the train. It is so annoying. And don't let me get off first. It does say, and it's common courtesy to let people off the train, and it does say, please let people off the train before you get on. So can you do that, please? Question 7 is, what would your perfect day out in London be? Probably, like, go to a museum or some sort of thing like that first, or attraction like the London Eye, or a museum like Science Museum or something for the morning. Like go to a nice free museum, then have lunch at like 2 to 3, like in 2 to 3ish, and then like somewhere like Pizza Express or Prezzo or Garfunkel's or something like that, and then go to or Hard Rock Cafe. I haven't been to the one in London, but I love it so much. And then like do shopping or something till I have to go home. But yeah, or like stay a bit later because the shops open so much later in London. So like that, I suppose. And maybe go to, if I'm staying in London, Mate, sorry, my cold is so annoying. Then maybe go to a show or like the theatre afterwards, like to see Matilda or Wicked. They're the only two I've seen, but something like that. Question 8 is your favourite gallery slash museum. My favourite, I don't really have a favourite gallery, but I can talk you through my favourite museums. Hands down, my favourite museum is the Design Museum, which is it's on the south side of the river, near Tower Bridge, and it's just like full of designs. They've got design stuff through the ages, like 70s stuff, and they've got, I just really like it though. It's like a big white box, which sounds weird, but it's not free to get into, but it's really worthwhile. It's not that big, so it doesn't take like, it's not like the British Museum will like take a whole day to go around, but it's like big enough to enjoy, but not too small that you'll just be out in what's the waste of money. What am I talking about? But it's not too long that you get like tired and bored. So I really like that museum. Having said that, I do like the science and natural history, but they're free, so they're so good though. And they always have exhibitions going, because I remember the last time I went to the Science Museum, which was a couple of years ago now, they had like a Wallace and Gromit exhibition. Love Wallace and Gromit. My family's obsessed with that as well. But yeah, it costs money, but we managed to get in, and it was just really interesting. But I'm going to add like favourite attraction. My favourite attraction has to be the Tower Bridge experience. I think it cost £9. It cost £9 when I did it. It's a lot quieter than the London Eye, and you get a really good view because you go up the first tower in a lift. You know the two towers. You go up them in a lift, and then you know the two bits across the top. I don't know what they're called, but you walk across those, and you get a really nice view of like into the city, and then to Canary Wharf, and then you go down the other tower. So it's really nice, and I just really like that. Question 9 is your London secret. I don't really have one. That would probably be it, sort of. Not really. London secret. Don't really have a London secret. I don't know. I can't think of anything. Then question 10 is your favourite bar and club. I haven't ever been like out in London really. I haven't really. Not. I've been out sort of in London Bridge area, but they were just at pubs, and I can't really recommend any of those really. Can't remember what they were, but there is quite a nice pub which is in like a strange location. It was quite nice actually. It was in Canary Wharf. I've forgotten what the hell it's called, but it's I don't know I don't know even where it is. I can't remember, but it's sort of near it's near water. So, and it looks out over the museum, the Docklands Museum. So, but on like, it's like next to Canary Wharf. So, I don't know that was quite nice. I watched the tennis in there. It's quite a good atmosphere. Like back when I went to the Olympics. But I haven't ever been out in London properly, so I don't really know. So that was the London tag that I did just now. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. I tag anyone who wants to do this. I'm not going to tag specific people because it's sort of like you have to go to London quite a lot or live in London, and I'm not sure where people live. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video. Suggest like videos if you want, because I'm not stuck, but I like suggestions. So, bye.